Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. For this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. They'll try the right side here with Bo. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's taken on the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on second down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go again with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
He'll dump this to Burrow. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael, 64 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. You know, a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here we go. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
11 Thomas, 11 MP, 11 MP.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Burrow looking to pass. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Andre Reed, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Murray now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This is taken just shy of the 10. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A give running right is Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Zappi's going to throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Lawrence Taylor in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked him and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Paul ought to give up the middle.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll run with Hall.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll get him down right around the 16. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd down, here's Bowe. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And quickly, they get to the line. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. That's to Freiermuth. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers inside the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Burrow, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime.
Whenever I touch down.